Is your graphics card might
Wait,
be, or your
I'm
drive
good.
might
I'm
be
live.
out of date.
You're live?
I fixed it.
Yay!
You did?
You did it!
Okay, sweet.
Oh yeah!
Allegedly.
Yeah, that's what it looks like
Alright,
that
Violet,
I'm seeing.
Go watch your movie.
Graphics card update issue.
Is your graphics card maybe I'm good.
That's not what you want to see. Max C is legal in this event? Excuse me?
Max C is illegal in every event.
No, actually, there's quite a few of them where it's not. I thought it wasn't in this one, but it is. And Mikanko. Great. What I love to see. Let's see. So I want to send this. Summon this. Oh wait, that was dumb. That wasn't what I meant to do. I am stupid. I can't tribute this? What? I want to special summon this. I just need to kill. I just need to kill this turn. So add. Where'd it go? Am I out of those? Oh, it's right here.
Oh, excuse me.
I think I might just make this.
There we go. Alright, I've put everything out there. Now I'm just like, oh shoot, I'm not paying attention. Ugh. It's been a long day. And it's
Fair enough.
like 11 o'clock for me.
Oh god, it is.
Yeah, it's... Ugh. It's been a month, man. I'm ready for my vacation.
Same here. Oh god. Then again, I just started a second job, so
Ugh.
can't get one quite yet.
Hey, you know what? And this is like news for everybody that watches us. We are officially making money on YouTube now too, which is pretty cool.
It's not really news. I've brought it up before.
I mean, yeah, but this is the first time I think I've brought it up, so.
That's fair.
Mm.
I mean, it's just not usually something like you just talk about with your viewers, so I totally get why.
I don't care. I don't talk about my financial status with the viewers, really.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
It just ain't me, dog.
God, I need these gems.
And get some gems. You know what's weird? I still, like, I haven't played Master Duel at all in forever. Should I... I'm gonna let chat decide today if I should re-download it.
Wait, you deleted it? I thought you just haven't been playing it.
No, I had to get a new PC.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
Yeah, my original PC just straight up died.
Well, I mean, you'd probably be picking one of like the worst times to hop into the game if you were to do that, because
Orcus is at full power. I would never be
here
upset.
before long.
Orcus is at full power. Like,
I mean, yeah, it is, but we have a Rise Heart coming soon. That's not going to be a good time for the deck.
you wanna know how you beat a Rise Heart?
Oh, just ding gear. Wait, no, you can't even ding Girasu.
You can ding it.
No, because ding sends to graveyard. Can you ding it? You can't ding under a Rise Heart, can you? Oh, wait, no, because it's effect, not cost. Yeah, I had it backwards. My brain is derping. Yeah, you're right. You can ding it.
I was like, what are you talking about, dog?
Yeah, never mind. But you got to get to a Dingirsu first. That's
Well,
like the problem.
please, that's easy.
It's easy,
Whatever.
he says. That's easy, he says.
It's Orcus, baby. I'm the
I
aficionado.
mean, yeah, I guess if you normal Gearsu and then just like make the token and go Linkuriboh, but you have to like open nice. So you just got to be nice with it.
You know what deck is actually super fun? Like, I don't necessarily think it's the best deck, but it's definitely fun. I gotta put it up. Also, hello to everybody that's in chat, because I'm just talking decks and stuff, and Christian and I are just chatting, because, well, we don't chat that often anymore, because I've been busy as all get out.
Same.
A deck I actually think has a chance of being pretty decent this format. There's two. Draco Slayer, of all things. And I gotta tell you that
neat.
It makes me feel kind of gross, but it actually has a place this format. But like, it's a very specific build, and it's awkward.
I mean, we're close to Zark meta.
Another one that's actually pretty interesting is, what is it? Metaphys.
Yeah. Okay. It's a. I don't know if I wait. How? Huh?
Non-targeting, non-destruction removal.
Yeah, but that deck has like no setup.
It does with Bystials.
Oh my god. How are you getting your Metaphys stuff in the graveyard?
You have a lot of discard effects off of things like Metaphys Ascension. And then you can actually, like, inherently just do them with, like, things like Asametaphys and stuff like that.
Wait, hear me out. Hear me out.
I'm listening.
Purely Metaphys with Shifter.
Okay, I'm hearing you out. I don't agree. But I hear you. That is a play the deck can technically do. Like, that is a play that it can do.
Oh my god, stream is so choppy. What is going on?
Yeah, it's my end. Probably just on my end.
Oh, okay.
I probably have too much up.
Did you get that Ethernet hooked up yet?
The Ethernet's hooked up. I have the internet running at the same time. There we go. It's better now.
Okay, I'll wait for it to catch up on my end. It's still like just chopping around, and I only have it at like 480.
Yeah, no, it's a little choppy. That's unavoidable, and I apologize to everyone that enjoys your high quality stuff. I'm still not technologically genius. I'm still kind of a technological idiot.
I am also overkill with all of my gear, so it's understandable. God, I want to play this deck on Master Duel so bad, but I can't afford it yet.
Have you tried money?
I'm doing a free-to-play account, so no.
Oh.
I literally started a brand new account just so I can do this. And I mean, I've already built like pretty decently powered Scareclaw that's already gotten me to platinum, but now I'm trying to build my Runic Orcus, and there's so many URs in that deck.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Runic Orcus ceiling is very, very, very low.
I don't know, man. I had a pop off at locals.
It's locals.
I mean, yeah, but still.
I've won locals with Goki Power Load
weeks.
Ogre Control. Like,
okay, Power Load Ogre is just is a beast, though.
Okay, true, but hold on. Where is it? I need you. Yeah, but that's the thing, is that like locals is designed for things like that to happen. Cool. Nibiru. Nibuu.
Oh, I opened the FTK. Let's go.
Wait, what am I missing?
Oh, it just got better. Let's go.
It's supposed to be 42,
Wait.
but I'm at 38.
Oh, I have to normal summon this. Oh, that's so lame. You're at 38. What? 38 cards in your deck?
Yeah, but I followed the list like to a T.
What list?
It's super heavy.
god, that's not a way.
Draco Slayer. I'm sorry, Draco Slayer.
Oh no, I just FTK'd myself. God damn it. Reading
Lila,
is hard.
Close the gate, please.
Reading is hard, chat. Reading is hard.
All right, so chat. If anybody's in chat, I'm not looking at it at the moment because I'm trying to build.
I can tell there's at least one more person here. I can tell that much. I got chat popped out now. Okay, surely this guy does not have a way to kill me this turn, and I can just win. Oh god, it's Lunalite.
I threw Motorbike, I threw Akaushi, Oh, I missed an entire Draco Slayer.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Helps if I add the third one.
That does indeed help.
Yeah. Beyond the Pendulum. I can't believe I'm playing this deck.
Seems pretty base to me.
It's different. No one can take that away from it.
Okay, that's made it way better. I want to activate this. We shall summon this.
Oh, Baron de Fleur.
Bear on the floor.
Zeus!
Oh, we're imperming my Cobalt Sparrow. Well, sir, I'm just going to have to imperm your imperm. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I get access machine, I guess.
Ha! Finally, somebody else played into my imperm column.
Do you feel powerful yet?
Dude, I feel so amazing. It's like I didn't even need to. There was no reason to actually do it. I just wanted to do it.
Okay, this list is
I had full
completely
combo
legal.
otherwise.
We save it. All right. Yeah, so I've got. What is this Chimera branded list? Is this the 50 card one that I built that was funny?
Probably.
It is the 50 card version that's kind of funny. Yeah, so I built a 50 card version of branded Chimera, and I actually think it's insane. There's just a couple of changes I need to make to it. I need to cut this card. I need to put this card in the main. What other card do I need to cut? I need to cut... I like that lineup. That's fine. This card's too good to cut. Like, it's literally one of the silliest decks you've ever seen. I think Super Poly is too good to cut. I think Branded Regained is cuttable. It does give recursion, and I banish a lot, so that kind of works. Gives me 2 targets off of Lubleon. The boyfriend is the most important card of the deck, but it's not actually the most important card of the deck, which is kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
Am I playing Tragedy? Oh my god, I'm not even... Oh, I am playing Tragedy. I was like, am I not playing Tragedy? But I sure as hell am.
Oh no.
I think I cut 1 Gazelle. Talent.
Chat, I'm about to do an independent Nightingale OTK, and I kind of feel nasty right now. At least it's not an FTK, but...
Well, that's not where I wanted you. Right there. 6.
Wait. I didn't... No! Okay, no, I don't get to pull it off. No, I'm stupid. Okay. I missequenced. That's entirely my fault.
Guys, if you want to laugh at Christian in the chat, feel free.
I literally had it right there, too, and then I goofed. Oh my god, Leerless, why are you such a weird deck, dog?
Oh, cool. I'm gonna have somebody working on my door here soon.
Oh, that sounds terrific.
So, yeah, I've got a couple of decks, but, like, there's one more I need to build. But this one is not done by any stretch of the imagination, so we're gonna have some fun. 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. I want 3 of you because you set everything up. I need 3 of you because you're my normal summon. I need 2 of you because that card's insanely funny. I need 3 of this because it searches everything, and I need 1 of those. 20 cards. Cool. 1 second. Yes, baby girl.
Lila's gonna do her makeup.
No, Lila, I told you to wait.
You took forever.
That's okay. I'm allowed to. I told you to wait.
Yeah, Daddy told you to wait.
Lila, Nora, I don't need your help.
Okay. Sky. Who's in another Sky?
Do I play the Bysteel Lubellion in Metaphys? Yeah. Yeah, I do.
I don't see why not. I think it's a free search.
Let's go for Ass Blossom.
You want Sky?
Excuse my language, chat. Just can't resist myself. I need to close this.
Dude, you did not realize how much I swear in chat or swear on stream. It's great. That's why most of them I don't even try to monetize. I'm not even gonna attempt this.
Yeah, but you also get like bombarded with people saying silly stuff at you, and then it just destroys your concentration.
Dude, my chat is bullies. My chat is a bunch of bullies. Every time. I know he's probably not here right now, but I'm looking at you, Chicolo.
Daddy told her to wait. Daddy told her to wait for her to do her makeup.
Oh, I didn't play Lubellion in the list originally, but I think Lubellion is correct. So I did Shifter.
That's the
Okay.
thing, though, is if you're playing the Bystials, like, Shifter is kind of counterintuitive.
It can be, but Shifter into, like, let's say Magna Hut, then go Shifter, then use Magna Hut effect, banish the Shifter, summon the Magna Hut effect, add a Druid's form. Now I'm in rotation. Plus, all my stuff, like all the Metaphys effects, which is the core of the deck, want to be banished anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Just feels weird.
It does feel weird. That I agree with 100%. Baron de Fleur. I have a lot of synchros. Let's see, Synchro 8. That would be pretty good as this. Wait, I don't have any level 2 tuners, do I? No, that's a wasted card. Don't play that card.
Assault Synchron, dog.
Not playing Synchron.
What
I barely play any spells and traps. I've got Dangers, Shifter. So my hand traps are the Bysteals, Shifter, and Ash. Which is what? How many Bysteals am I running? 5?
Dude, Assault
6,
Synchron would
7?
be hilarious because then you can run tuning.
10, 11, 12, 13. I'm running 13 hand traps in this deck.
That's too many. I think we need to cut it down to 2.
To 2 hand traps?
2 hand traps. 1 Ash Blossom, 1 Valor. That's all you get.
No.
You got to be able to deal with the branded matchup, you know? You always see the one of Ash Blossom against branded.
See,
That's how it works.
in most of my branded lists, like, it doesn't matter. I think I'm only going to run 2 Lubellion. I think 2 is fine.
That's what they all say, Pat. That's what they all say.
I mean, I've been playing branded for, like, 2 years now.
Okay.
It's true.
It's true.
Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's untrue, sir.
It is very untrue. That deck sucks. I can summon Rin. Oh my god, that's why Fusion Parasites in this deck to make Rinbrum. That is horrible. I hate it. I hate it here.
Underworld Goddess, I guess. Dude, I have, like, no idea what I'm siding in here.
F.
Like, the side deck is just, like, I'm just gonna make... I'm making up the extra deck, too. I completely...
Oh, I see. What are you building on?
Omega.
I think I actually got my Omega to start working. But it would take me years to get all the gems I need to craft this deck, so I'm not gonna worry too much about it right now. Let me open up my Omega. Where did I leave it? Omega updater, run as admin just to be safe.
I need a Synchro 8.
What Synchro 8s do you have right now?
None.
Go BM, make a Mega.
It's actually a really good call. I didn't even think about Omega.
It's either that or let me check something.
Wait, Zeta's a 7, right?
Zeta's a 7. Do you have? Are you playing Psychic Tuners?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
My only tuner, which is like the most important monster in my deck, is a worm.
Okay. Ooh, wait a minute.
What's its name?
What's
Hold
a
on.
worm? Chisho? Can you play Chisho?
No. Maybe?
I'm looking. It's one tuner or one non-tuner worm monster. Oh, okay, so the non-tuner has to be the worm.
Well, that makes it kind of tough. That is an 8 that requires a level 4.
It's an imperm on legs, though. Like,
I can't make it, though. But you know what I can make?
Wait, are most of the Metaphys worms?
They're all worms.
Why are we not playing Sword Soul Metaphys then?
I don't know.
That sounds amazing, because like you can banish your Metaphys cards off of your Sword Soul stuff and like get free money off of it. Like that sounds like the most free thing ever. You can play Vessel for the Dragon Cycle, I think, to be able to dump them. Yeah, you can just send any worm from the deck to the graveyard. And then that way, like, you don't have a deck that just completely dies to freaking D-Barrier.
Oh, I'm playing Link monsters and Xyz monsters as well.
Well, I was talking about, like, Sword Soul. Like, Sword Soul just straight up dies the D-Barrier. Unless you play, like, the Tenyi and then you draw a really good Tenyi hand.
Yeah, and like this version of the deck is actually insane because of Metaphys Daedalus.
Yeah, no, Daedalus is an insane card.
Daedalus and Nephthys are just insanely powerful. An Acid Metaphys with Branded Regained for draw power. Oh, that's what I want to run. Decide. I'm going to run Chaos Space.
Oh, yeah, you're one of Chaos Space.
I'm going to side it.
That just sounds like BM, Patrick.
With Black Dragon Collab Serpent, White Dragon Wyver Burster.
All right. I'm about to build this deck in like 2 seconds.
You're gonna have to wait, Lila.
This deck just like puts itself together, and I love it. Okay. 1, 2. Don't need you.
And let's go with a Chaos Dragon Levianeer for hilarity. And then Change of Heart.
We'll keep one of these for now.
Okay.
One of you, 2 of you, 3 of you, 2 of you, 2 of you, 1 of you.
Topologic, Trisbania.
God, what else do I have in this?
I played some of the weirdest cards, I swear to God.
Dude,
I wish chat was more active today.
Yeah, it's kind of hard on like a Wednesday morning. It's not a very active day, middle of the week.
It's all good. It's the only time I had, so.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Rank 4s. I need. Oh, I know.
What else am I running in this? I think I can cut that, honestly. I don't think
Ska.
Oh my god, why am I blanking the other crap that I run in this deck? Okay, I know I need those. So one of you, 3 of you probably, and then I can like side. Where'd he go? Actually, I think I'm just gonna do this. Side that and that.
There we go. That's pretty decent. Let's go with that. Metaphys. Okay.
We're gonna go with that for now.
Alright, so let me go back to this.
I think I need to grab the paper copy of this deck so I can like figure out what I had in it because I don't remember. Okay, so I had that for sure.
Oh, it's very hard for people to be in chat. Oh, my stream is like torn apart.
Oh, is it really just like dying right now?
Yeah, it's not great.
Oh
Let's
yeah,
see if
it's
I can-
still rough. No more extra deck cards. What else am I missing? Oops. You go down there.
Let's see if I can make this a little better.
Okay.
We're going to transition over because I'm going to let people see the decks I'm working on. So I've got 5.
All right. I'll just cut those out.
I'm going to play with the Fader. Okay.
Oh wait, I know what to do. I can just check my last stream, and I'll know exactly what was in my deck.
Let's go back to this one real quick. Let's make... There we go. Cancel that. Save it. Exit. Okay. So...
Oh, that's an important one.
It's a lot better. Okay. Holy smokes. We'll record some video. I'll record a couple of videos here in a little bit as well. Because I'm not going to stream for super long today. I might play a game or two on Omega.
Oh, okay.
Dad, are you almost done streaming?
Not yet, baby
Oh,
girl.
that's an important
I'm going to
part.
go over a couple of lists with people, and then I'm going to play a game or two, and then I'm going to hop off. Okay?
Okay.
Can you go be good and play in your room with your sister?
No, I'm gonna wait until you're done streaming.
I mean, you could be standing here for a hot minute.
I'm gonna lay on the
Okay, you lay on the bed. Just, no, don't lay on the bed. Don't lay on the bed.
Why?
Because you'll be on camera. I don't want you on camera. Nora, can you go, please? You're on camera. I don't want you on camera. Okay? No. It's because I love you and I want you safe. Okay? Go play.
Why are we not supposed to be on camera?
Because there are crazy people in the world and I don't want you two targeted for any reason.
Okay.
No.
That is true.
Get out.
Why can't I be on the bed?
Because I told you no.
I will wait over here.
Go play in your room.
I don't want to go play.
Please.
I'm gonna hold this and wait until you're done.
Okay, you could be waiting a minute.
I'm gonna sit
All right.
down on the floor and wait.
Huh.
And I'm gonna read a book.
Excuse me. Let me take a drink of water. Put that back, Nora. Get out. Put it up.
Mommy's book.
Get out.
I said get out.
Okay. So I've got 5 decks here, all of which I'm actually contemplating taking to events over the next couple of months. So let's go through them. One is kind of standard. The rest are more me. So let's start with the standard one because it's boring. Unchained. Playing Triple Nib. We're playing an Abominable Unchained Soul. We're playing 3 Sharvara. We're playing 1 of Blue Dog. Playing 3 Aruha. Now, we did shake it up a little bit, Lucas and I did. We actually have 2 Rakea and 2 Sarama, which helps us in grind games, which is incredibly important. We're playing 1 Fiendish Rhino Warrior. It's Fiendish Rhino Warrior with triple tour guide. This actually gives us access to the Deus Ex line pretty quickly and efficiently, which is pretty neat. We're playing 3 Ash because you have to respect the Branded Chimera matchup. Non-targeting, non-destruction removal is always really strong, especially against this matchup. So having Ash for like the Branded Fusion to stop Mirror Jade and things like that, incredibly important. We're playing 1 of the Vice King Requiem, 3 Abominations Prison, 2 Pot of Prosby. We felt that 2 is enough with the 2 talents and the 2 thrusts we're running, giving us basically 6 searchers for whatever we need. And it's 9 if you include the Abominations Prison. 3 Abominations Prison, which we do. Then we're playing 1 Wailing and 3 of the Dark Contract with the Gate. Again, more searching. It's all searchability. This card is just because... So I saw the list with this a couple months ago, and my thought was, that doesn't make any sense. No one ever plays this card. And then I thought about it a little bit, and I'm like, okay. So here's the rationality. You have an additional named card that, if destroyed, will trigger to summon. So if 2 are interrupted, you have a 3rd and a 4th that you're able to use the destruction effects on to be able to gain advantage. It's an incredibly important, incredibly versatile, incredibly powerful lineup. Having it is just hyper important. Now this side deck is not correct. We actually changed it up a bit, so you're going to see some changes here. So the first thing we did was we cut the Gamasiels. We went to 1 Herald, and we cut the Kurikaras. Right? Seems like a lot of change. I think we also cut the Mind Control. Yes. So what we added to the side was this lineup. It is this Ultimate Slayer. And then the other card we added was, where is it? Oh, oh geez, I forget what it was. There were 3 more cards, but I don't remember what they are off the top of my head. I never finished this. I realized I am a fool of a took. I don't remember what they are, but it's not. It's important, but I can't remember what they are off the top of my head, and I don't want to give you guys false information. So once I figure it out, I mean, I'll be able to go over it with you guys. But that's kind of what the Unchained list is. Next up is a list I've only recently been working on, which is Draco Slayer. This list is actually pretty competent. It's kind of intense. We haven't built a side deck for it yet. We're still figuring out the main deck and the ratios. But here's the main. And I don't know if Christian is still here.
I am here. Yeah,
he is still
I'm
here.
just getting lava golemed.
So what we have are a triple nib. We got to play the Space Rock. It's good against Unchained. We are playing 1 King Regulus because it's searchable and it's an interruption. We're playing 2 Super Heavy Samurai Soul Piercer, 2 Super Heavy Samurai Wagon, 1 Scales, 1 Soul Gaia Booster. We're playing triple Ash, triple Motorbike, 1 Soul Peacemaker, and then for the Draco Slayer, we have 1 Master Pendulum, the Draco Slayer, 3 Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon, 2 Super Heavy Samurai Monk Big Benkai, 2 Luster Pendulum, the Draco Slayer, 3 Performapal Skull Crobat Joker as our normal summon, 3 Dynamite, the Dynamite Power Load, the Draco Slayer, 3 Ignis Phoenix, 3 Majesty Pegasus, 3 Super Heavy Samurai Prodigy Wakaushi, and 1 Sky Iris. And the extra is pretty weird, but we're playing 1 Dinosaur Power, the Mighty Draco Slayer, 1 Barone, 2 Ignister Prominence, the Blasting Draco Slayer, 1 Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon, a Zeus, a Champion Sargus, a Dweller, a Merrymaker, 1 Access Code, 1 Apolloza, 1 Celine, double Beyond the Pendulum, and 1 IP Masquerena. Like I said, I haven't figured out the side deck of this deck yet, so that is a work in progress. Get out, Lila.
Okay.
Next up, a deck I actually have a lot of fun with. I haven't touched this one up yet. Just double checking real quick. Yes, this one's been updated. Okay, so here we are. Vanquish Soul. I'm not playing Prosperity in this list. That's interesting. Oh, I cut it. I remember why, too. Okay, so we're playing 3 Space Rocks of Destiny, 1 Dogoron, 2 Vanquish Soul Caesar Valius, 3 Heavy Borger. That is a Feather Duster. Because I don't like losing to back row decks. Okay, so 3 Heavy Borger, 3 Kashtira Fenrir, 2 Druis Worm, 1 Magna Hut, 1 Pluton HG. That is here as a name and a fire. A searchable fire, incredibly important. 3 Raisin, 1 Pantera, 1 Riseheart, triple Dr. Madlove, triple Ash Blossom, 1 Rhoda, 3 Stake Your Soul, 1 Talent, double Thrust, double Continue, 1 Dust Devil, double Durandal, and 1 Feather Duster. Side deck, or extra deck includes double Zeus, Baguska, Dweller, a Zoo line, which is literally here to make the rank 4s to get into a big Zeus, 1 Access Code, 1 Phoenix, 1 Unicorn, 1 IP, and triple Rock. Side deck is actually pretty interesting, but it's a good way to deal with a lot of the metagame threats, which is 3 Marionette Might, because we can link off with other stuff to just get rid of whatever Unchained shenanigans we're getting into. 2 Kurikara, 1 Change of Heart, 3 Cosmic Cyclone, 3 Ice Dragon's Prison. This is a good way to non-targeting, non-destruction remove some of the Unchained monsters by just banishing 2 Fiends, which is insane. And then 3 TC Boo, because this entire deck is all different types and attributes. So it's really easy to play around. There can be only 1. Oh, I should probably save that. Okay. Now, this deck actually has a big change that has to come. And it's in the form of this, and this. And all we're doing is we're adding a Necro World Banshee and 2 Zombie Worlds. This is literally to beat the Flu matchup, and it actually does a pretty good number on the Unchained matchup. So this is my version of Chimera Branded. I think the deck is actually really fun. Sorry. Gotta check things that are going on at home. Okay, so the list is 50 cards, but it's totally different than anything like I've ever built. So it's 1 Albion the Shrouded, 1 Lubellion, double Druis Worm, 1 Magna Hut, 1 Saronir. We're then playing 2 Big Wing Baphomet, 3 Mirror Sword Knight, 2 Aluber the Duber, 2 Fallen of Albaz, 2 Blazing Cartesia, 2 Gazelle, the King of Mythical Claws, 1 Guiding Quem, double Edgemp Chain, 1 Tri-Brigade Mercourier, 3 Cornfield Codal, 1 Despian Tragedy, followed by 3 Branded Fusion, the Boyfriend, 2 Fright for Patrick, 2 Fusion Deployment, 2 Poly, 2 Triple Tactics, Branded in Red, 3 Branded Opening, 2 Chimera Fusion, 2 Super Polymerization, a branded lost, a branded regained, a branded banishment, and a branded retribution. The thought here on this list is have as many ways to combo and fusion summon as possible, have interruptions and board breakers in the forms of Bysteel Druis Worm and Super Polymerization and Triple Tactics Talent, and even to an extent having things like the Fusion Deployment, being able to freely summon the Alubra the Duber off of Branded Opening is really strong because then you get to search, you can bait Ashes, you have Fallen of Albaz as a follow-up normal summon to fuse with their field, or a Mirror Sword Knight to be able to get to your Chimera fusions and be able to, fusion summon that way. It just makes the branded stuff help the Chimera stuff and the Chimera stuff to help the branded stuff, and it all synergizes together into what I like to call the Fusion Special. And you've got to shimmy when you say it, because if you say Fusion Special, it just sounds weird if you're not shimmying. So you got to go Fusion Shuffle. Extra deck is pretty self-explanatory, but we're playing one Luluwa Lilith. I think this card's insane, especially partnered with Mirror Jade. We are playing a Mud Dragon and a Garura because I hate people, I guess. 2 Chimera, the King of Phantom Beasts, a Rindbrum, a Masquerade. I love this card. I understand branded players and Chimera players are cutting it. I think this card is insane, especially in certain rogue matchups where they have to activate a lot of cards to deal with like 2 threats. Really, really useful. Then we're also playing 1 Lubellion the Searing. We're playing a Grangunoil because I think the card's great. 2 Albion, 2 Mirror Jade, 1 Chimera, and 1 Guardian Chimera. For the side deck, we're playing triple Nib, the Space Rock of Destiny, triple Santa Claus because it's funny and it's a good kaiju. 1 Necroworld Banshee, you can dump this off of Branded Fusion for free to be able to turn off Flu. 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Forehead to knock out fellow branded players. Change of Heart, a Feather Duster, a 3rd Super Poly. This is just for additional board breakers. If you're playing into certain matchups that play a lot of the same monsters so that you can go into Garura or Mud Dragon or what have you, you can side into the 3rd one to give you more board breakers. Critically important. And 2 copies of Zombie World for the targets off of Necroworld Banshee. I love this list. I think it's super fun. Next up, and finally, is the one I built today at the very beginning of stream if you were here, which you probably weren't. And that is one of my favorite decks of all time in Metaphys. So, I was sitting there thinking, like, what are some decks that have access to non-destruction removal that doesn't target? And that makes it very difficult for things like Unchained to play. So I was sitting there, and I'm just like, What's another issue that a lot of decks run into? Well, they can't play under Shifter. What's a deck that can play under Shifter? And then I sat there and I grabbed my water again. I said, And then I finally came to the conclusion that it's Metaphys. Yes, that's right, Metaphys, one of my favorite decks, one of the oldest decks on this channel. I have re-fallen in love with it. Destruction Sword Flash, adorable Jacolo, but it doesn't have the same power, the same oomph, the same je ne sais quoi that Metaphys controls, that Metaphys has at its disposal. This is one of my favorite decks. It's super fun, and let's go through it. So, because 95% of you have probably never read a Metaphys card in your entire life, let's go over them. So, first we have Metaphys Tyrant Dragon. So, if this card is special summoned by the effect of a Metaphys monster, it is unaffected by trap effects. Also, if it attacks a monster, it can make a second attack in a row. If this card is banished during the standby phase of the next turn, you can shuffle this banished card into the deck to special summon a Metaphys monster. Hold on. A Metaphys monster from your hand, but banish it during the end phase of the next turn. So, why would I play Grenmaju in a deck that recycles all of its banished cards? It doesn't make sense, does it? No, it doesn't. You're welcome. We're playing 2 copies of the Bysteel Lubellion. It makes perfect sense. It's a light as well, which is kind of comical in terms of, like, there's a lot of level 8s. But let's go to the next level 8, and that would be Metaphys Nephthys. So, Metaphys Nephthys. Let's go through it. If this card is special summoned by the effect of a Metaphys monster, you can banish all set spell and traps on the field. If this card is banished during the standby phase of the next turn, you can shuffle this banished card into the deck to add a Metaphys card from your deck to your hand except itself. You are one of the 5 people on the planet that has read these cards. Okay, so there's one thing about the Metaphys cards that you may not have noticed on first glance. These are not hard once or even once per turn effects at all. Yeah. And there's a lot of ways you can summon them. So, Metaphys Nephthys, insanely powerful card. Metaphys Daedalus. Okay, Metaphys Daedalus. If this card is special summoned by the effect of a Metaphys monster, you can banish all other face-up special summon monsters on the field. If this card is banished during the standby phase of the next turn, you could shuffle this banished card into the deck, banish one Metaphys card from your deck, except itself. So, with Daedalus, because these trigger in the standby phase, you can choose which ones you activate and at what time. You can go, okay, Daedalus effect. I'm going to shuffle it back in, and then I'm going to banish, I don't know, Nephthys or Tyrant Dragon. Then you can go Nephthys, shuffle it back in, and add Daedalus back to hand. And then Tyrant Dragon, if you had one already banished, I'm just using an example here where you had like one of these banished along with Daedalus, like one of each. Then you can go, okay, Tyrant Dragon, summon the Daedalus, and now banish your opponent's entire field. During Goki format, I played this deck, and it was one of the most effective ways of dealing with the Goki Extra Link, was just not caring about the extra monster zone too much. We are playing one copy of Marmar. As Simo will say, Mare, which I hate, but, you know, whatever. We are playing 3 copies of Danger Nessie. It's in here for draw power, because the deck doesn't have enough of it, and I can't play the other pots, because there's a lot of searching. We are playing 2 copies of Bysteel Baldrake, 3 copies of Druis Worm, 1 copy of Magna Hut, 1 copy of Saronir. These are part of your hand trap lineup. That gives us 7. With 3 copies of Dimension Shifter, because we don't care about our cards being banished, that pumps us up to... pumps us up. Gotta pump it up. Pumps us up to 10. We got the continuation of the dangers with Mothman, Tsuchinoko, and Jackalope. But... yes, Seahorse Dude. And then we've got 3 copies of Metaphys Ragnarok. Now, Ragnarok is an insane card. And... there's more to come with this card, I'm sure, in the future, but, oh gosh. Metaphys Ragnarok. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can banish the top 3 cards of your deck, and if you do, this card gains 300 attack for each Metaphys card banished by this effect. When it inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can special summon 1 level 5 or higher Metaphys monster from your deck, but banish it during the end phase of the next turn. You can only use each effect of Metaphys Ragnarok once per turn. So, the reason we're playing this card is we can start everything, and banishing stuff doesn't matter in this deck, because there's a lot of banishing effects that we just gain, and this isn't even the last Metaphys card on this list, so you want to have it strictly for the strength of it, and being able to like come back into a board, because a lot of boards are will end on a monster that's below 1800, that you just need to deal a little bit of damage with, and you'll be able to, you know, get in pokey poke, and then crush the field, which is insane. We are playing 3 copies of Ash. You don't want to lose to stupid stuff. And it's the most generic hand trap. We are playing 1 Metaphys Decoy Dragon.
Not a choose for makeup right now.
Oh, good. Lila, stop! Both of you come here and sit here. 1 copy of Metaphys Decoy Dragon. When your monster is targeted for an attack, you can target one of your Metaphys monsters. Okay. When your monster is targeted for an attack, you can target one of your Metaphys monsters that is banished or in your graveyard. Banish this card, and if you do, special summon that monster in attack position. You can only use this effect once per turn. When your monster is targeted for an attack, when your monster is targeted for an attack, you can target one of your Metaphys monsters that's banished or in your graveyard, banish its card, and if you do, special summon that monster in attack position. During the standby phase of the next turn after this card was banished, you can special summon this banished card. You can only use each effect of Metaphys Decoy Dragon once per turn. So, the scale effect, while it doesn't trigger, the monster effect does, and it becomes this endless loop, which is really neat. Decoy Dragon is crazy good. If it had high scales, like a 9 scale, this deck would be insane. 3 copies of Acid Metaphys. This card's actually nuts. Let me scroll up real quick and then go back to it. So once per turn, you can banish a Metaphys monster, Metaphys card from your hand, and if you do, draw a card. Oh my gosh. Once per turn, if your Metaphys card in its owner's possession is banished, apply this effect depending on whose turn it is. If it's your turn, all monsters on the field lose 500 attack and defense except for Metaphys monsters. And if it's your opponent's turn, it changes the battle position of all monsters on the field except Metaphys monsters. It's a nuisance, and I love that. We are playing 1 copy of Branded Regained. This is to gain additional draw power. It also has that special summoning effect, which is really good. Because you can recycle your Druis Worms, your Ball Drakes, your Magna Huts, your Saronniers. That recycling can actually come in clutch in grindier games. 2 copies of Metaphys Factor. So, each turn, 1 level 5 or higher Metaphys monster you normal summon can be summoned without tributing, but banish it during the end phase of the next turn.
Are you done crying, baby?
Yes, it does. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to your Metaphys monster's effect activations. So, you can Daedalus them with Factor on the field, and they just can't respond to it. 1 second. Nora, enough.
It's not coming out.
Lila, out of the bathroom now. Nora, stop! 1 second. Cut it out! When I tell you to stop, you stop! I asked you to be good. Why are you doing it when I told you to wait? Why are you doing it when I told you to wait? Why aren't you listening? Give me it. Give me it. Give me it. Go to your room. Sit down. Why can't you guys just work with me once? Okay, I'm back. Parenting is impossible. I'm very sorry for that. Yelling you had to hear. My daughters are doing the only thing I asked them not to do. It's shocking. But yeah, not being able to respond to your Metaphys monster effects is crazy. We are playing 2 copies of Metaphys Ascension. Discard a Metaphys card. Draw a card. Then you can banish a Metaphys monster from your deck. If this card is banished, you can add 1 Metaphys card from your deck to your hand except itself, and you can only use 1 Metaphys Ascension effect per turn and only once that turn. So, you can draw during your opponent's turn, banish something, then during your turn, nuke their field with Daedalus, and then you can also set up your Bysteel plays off of it by discarding 1 from the hand. Pretty nice. 1 Branded Beast, I think the card's great in the deck. Being able to just pop cards on the field, just gain some kind of advantage. This is easily going to be a card that gets sided out if you're playing in like against Unchained, but this card is super powerful in Branded Beast. Metaphys Ascension, are you ready? If your opponent special summons a monster, except during the damage step, you can target 1 of your banished Metaphys monsters and special summon it, but banish it during the end phase of the next turn. If your other Metaphys card in its owner's possession is banished, but this card is already face up in your spell and trap zone, you can target 1 card your opponent controls and banish it. You can only use each effect of Metaphys Dimension once per turn. This card is absolutely crazy. The fact that you can just start banishing your opponent's stuff for no reason is great. Like, you gain advantage and you're getting rid of your opponent's stuff. Awesome. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. Next up is the extra deck. So we're playing 1 copy of Bysteel Disputer, 1 Baronne de Fleur. We wanted 10s because we have a lot of 6s in the Bysteels and the tuners are 4s. So I wanted those 2. Because I do play level 4s and 3s, though, that I can and... Wait. How am I making Omega? Wait a minute. How did I do this? Omega is... Oh, yeah, I can make it with Mothman. So I have the 8 just in case. We're playing one copy of Yazi because we do have the 2 dangers that are level 3s. That gives us access to a bunch of stuff to summon Mermare. Now, because we could special summon any worm, Mermare is probably... I agree, Eric, it should. Mermare is like the best summon off of it, but it's not ideal. I'm actually going to cut Mermare. I don't think that's necessary because I can summon any worm, and the fact that I can just... Right, it's any worm, so... It's any worm. So what I can do is just summon, like, Ragnarok and just get started. Again. Just do it again. Which is great. But we are playing 1 Zeta, just for banishing effects. 1 Horus. You only have 1 way to make this, but it's really funny when you can, so you play it. And it's a level 6, which does matter. We're playing a Zeus. We're playing a Wallow. Wallow is really good. 1 Baguska, because you do have ways to make it. 1 Dweller, same reasoning. Everything in here is basically just things you can make, but you often won't. The biggest thing you're going to make is occasionally make a level 10 Synchro. Like, that's going to be the most consistent thing you're going to see. But for the most part, that's about it. The side deck is Triple Thrust, Double Talent, 1 Mind Control, 1 Feather Duster, 1 Chaos Space, because haha funny, 1 Change of Heart, 3 Effect Veiler, 1 White Dragon, 1 Black Dragon, and 1 Chaos Dragon. That's the list. Is it weird? Absolutely. Am I going to play it here in a second? Yeah, we're going to go play it right now. Let's go Discord app. Authorize. Probably should have done this before. Let's choose a deck. Let's go Metaphys. I want to play Metaphys. Technically, we can make Trishula. You are correct. What? Let's go TCG and join queue. We're going to play 1 game with Metaphys because I really want to play Metaphys, and then we're going to call it. We're playing ranked, so I'm probably going to play against like something I don't want to deal with. Ooh, I get to go first. Let's go. I have Metaphys, Bystials, and Ascension. Well, that's pretty decent, actually. So let's start with Metaphys. Activate the effect. Banish Ascension. Draw a card. Sure. Ascension. Remember, Metaphys' effect is mandatory. So because I have that, I'm actually going to go for Ragnarok here. Because I think Ragnarok is the right play. Just so we can get everything started. Because we have the level 7 Synchro. So what we're going to do here is we're going to normal summon Metaphys Ragnarok. This guy's playing a 60 card pile. Yes. We're going to banish the top 3. And what do we hit? We hit a Metaphys Ascension. That is rough. So we have 4 cards in hand. 3 of which I'm great with getting hit. We hit Druis Worm. That kind of stinks, but we'll summon this, draw a card. Ooh, we have a Daedalus now. Now that's pretty interesting. Let me see. If I make Zeta, once per turn, you can target a special summon monster your controls and banish both that monster and this card from the field. That's pretty good. I think, now I could make like Yazi, but I don't think Yazi is the right play. I think Zeta is probably the right play. It's that, or I make Dispeter. Or I can make Bystial Dispeter. When your opponent activates a monster effect, you target 1 banish card, shuffle it into the deck. Yeah, I think I'll make Dispeter. Yeah, I'll make Dispeter here. So we go activate. We'll banish that. That. And then what we do here is we Synchro 10 into Bystial Dispeter. I'll put it in defense because it's thick. So we have a Dispeter, and then I can target a special summon into your field. So activate, and we're gonna summon a Druis Worm back. I like this play. It's pretty neat. And then I got a 6, a 3, and a 10. They don't do anything together, so we're chilling, dogs. We're chilling, boys. We're chilling, lads. Let's go. End phase. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm back.
Hooray! Welcome back.
That was a ride and a half. Oh my god.
So this guy's playing an adventure pile. Let's see. He's playing ABC Adventure. Okay.
Not too-
Interesting. He hasn't normal summoned yet, but he can't use any normal summon effects, so he's gonna do this.
Oh god. Yeah, no, sorry, I just hopped off like out of nowhere there. I thought I panicked and I thought I had like a last second surprise shift. Technically I did, but the boss got into a car accident, so I don't have to today.
He got rid of my Dispeter. That stinks.
Oh god. Okay. I see you have Jacolo hanging out here.
I sure
great.
do. This guy is playing ABC Adventure Pile. And I did not do great, but I do still have Acid Manifest. It just isn't going to do anything in this instance, but that's okay. I also didn't draw great. ABC.
Hi, Jacolo.
What's
How's
he
it
doing?
going?
Oh, he's really? You're going to pop Acid Manifest here? He's just going for, like, the throat.
Yes, Eric, it is indeed time to go on an adventure and learn the ABCs.
Oh, my God.
You're playing Genshin on the side? Disgusting, Jacolo. Disgusting.
You know what'd be great? If I didn't... I think I just lost to ABC in game 1.
Ooh.
And I think he's... Yeah, I'm done.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
not even gonna-
he's got everything.
Yeah, he's just got it all. Continue. Okay. So, I mean, if you know when you lose, you know when you lose. I did not draw well. That is for certain. But knowing what I know now, we finish. The deck is fine against this list. I have the buy steals and everything. I just didn't see a great hand, which is part of the deck. It is not a strong deck for a reason. I think I'm going to go first still. Wow, that is pretty good. Okay. So, let's start with Acid Manifest, because I need things to happen here. And we're going to go use the effect. Wham. Let's see, what do I add here? So if I go Ragnarok, could be correct. Yeah, I go Ragnarok here. Because then what I do is I go Metaphys Factor, so you can't do anything about it. I activate Regained because I'm a real, just terrible person. We normal summon Ragnarok. Use the effect, banish the top 3. Let's see what I hit. Oh, I hit a Tyrant Dragon? Yes. We're going to put Shifter to the bottom. That's a Tsuchinoko. That is a draw this deck can produce. I think I go for the Tsuchinoko because Nessie will let me search. Cool. This is a soft once per turn, buddy. We're going to go for another draw, baby. Banish that. Draw another card. Let's go, baby. Now we got to go for the Jackalope play. Cool. Oh, man, that's pretty decent. I'm really trying to draw into a Metaphys monster here. Because Tyrant Dragon is otherwise going to fizzle. And I don't like that. So,
You did not just say that word.
fizzle. I could make Barone here, which is pretty good.
Did it once I came back stronger. Wait, Jacola, did I actually ban you? I can't remember if I actually banned you at one point. I think I did. That's funny.
I'm really not sure what to do here.
God, I remember that too, Eric. That was an annoying time. The decks were cool in theory, but they were so annoying to play against. Yeah, the small world bridges were rough.
I think I go Barone here. Is it Zeta?
Ugh. I'm gonna grab my water while you're calling.
I think I go Barone here. Wow. And it's crashing! Hooray! I did not draw well, everyone. And it crashed. Okay. Wow. Alright, well, that is a sign that it's not time for me to play this. Small World is such a weird card, and the bridges are so difficult. Like, I understand people thinking for a couple of, like, for a minute or two on it, because it's, can I do that? Is that even legal? Am I making sure I'm doing everything legally? Like, there's so much. Small World bridges. I'm sorry that that crashed on me, guys. This computer is not nearly as strong as my old one was, so this may not be the, I may not be streaming for very often. I may leave streaming to Christian. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, it's, but yeah, it's been cool. Like, I love Metaphys. Metaphys is one of my favorite decks. Like, I don't know if you guys could tell. I was having a blast. I even lost, and I was like, I knew I was going to lose game 2 because I didn't draw a Metaphys monster, which stinks. You know what card I forgot about? Oh, bro. Oh, I'm so dumb. Necro Face.
Eric, you were playing Omega on your phone, you crackhead.
Plunder Patrol Punk is a thing we thought about trying, and it just doesn't work well. Plunder Patrol Runic, though, that deck is based. That deck is amazing. It really is. The only issue is that, like, currently, because Unchained exists, it makes Plunder Patrol, Runic and Runic variants in general, like, really not good. Unchained just has such a good, like, because all the cards, all the card effects are destruction based. So the Runic stuff is just like.
Dog, I'm telling you, Runic Orcus is the sauce.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have tested Runic Orcus. I have tested it a lot, and there is, with Harpor being banned, 2, with the need for Babel to be live to make that deck go, as well as Runic Fountain to make Runic really go, they don't synergize well. And in a long tournament format, It's not going to see a lot of success. I love Orcust and I love Runic. They're two of my favorite decks ever. I have so much fun with them independently. Yes, but we'll get to that in a second, Eric. But together, while they're really cool and they can really just really agitate and frustrate players at the local level, the second you go above the local level, it stops seeing as much success because it's got more time and more rounds for it to show its problems. I agree. I think the deck is super cool. I just don't think it's competitively viable. And it hurts my heart to say that.
I think it's just hilarious that it actually has a decent Unchained matchup. The rest of the meta I'll give you probably isn't that great for it to play against, but Unchained it's actually pretty decent.
Explain how it has a good Unchained matchup.
It has free, non-targeting, non-destruction removal.
In one copy that you can summon once per turn.
It also has the ability to dodge some of their interaction if you play it right. You can also freely play. You can freely play Deck Lockdown.
Yes, Deck Lockdown is a good card.
Yeah, you can freely play Deck Lockdown. Like you have good counterplay to it, especially like with just how much the deck grinds against Unchained. It's impressive. I mean, yeah, the Runic stuff, like if you're trying to, what is it, Flashing Fire? Yeah, if you're trying to Flashing Fire your Unchained opponent, then you're just kind of screwing yourself over there, but...
So, here's how it could work. This is how it could work, theoretically. If you're playing the Orcust engine literally just to get Crescendo set every turn. That is great.
That's mostly what I'm doing. So I only use the Runic engine mostly for like the first turn or two. And then after that, once I have my Orcust engine established, I pretty much pivot almost entirely over to Orcust.
So here's the issue with that, is that Orcust is really, really powerful as both a primary and a supplementary engine. Runic is only good as a primary engine. You cannot really use it as a supplementary engine because the entire point of it is constant advantage. You want to be drawing 2 to 3 cards every turn. Both players' turn. Your turn, my turn, our turn, whatever. His card, my card, your turn, we all get it. The only way that the deck really synergizes well from my experience and my testing of it is without the draw engine. The Runic engine is kind of mid, but the Orcust engine is always really strong. If you're using the Orcust engine specifically just to set Crescendo every turn, maybe set a core or whatever because you want to be cheeky, I don't care. Do what you want, whatever. But the draw engine there, the recursion, you want it to be minimal. You want it to be a small supplementary package that you're able to just do every turn where you're just like, okay, well, this turn, oh, it's your turn? Cool, I've got a Crescendo set. I've got 4 Runic cards in hand. Good luck. I've got 5 interruptions right now. Like, do it. Just do it. And then if you do anything more than that, though, what you're ending on is a suboptimal Orcust board or a terrible Runic board. And you do lose the battle phase, which is a phase that Orcust kind of likes. In certain matchups, Orcust kind of likes. And you just want to make sure that when you're doing it, you've got to build it in a way that, like, running triple Crescendo, not great, but kind of necessary in that version of it. From my estimation, anyway, from what I've seen of it, personally. And again, I love these engines. Like, everybody that interacts with our channel knows that Orcust is like my baby. I'd play it right now if Harp Horror was free. Harp Horror did nothing wrong. It was punished for Sky Striker's sins. You can't convince me otherwise, because I'm right. And Eric is right. Free Harp Horror.
Right, I'm not disagreeing with that part one bit. But I don't know. Like I said, I've been playing the deck. It's been just fine. I'll do the Runic stuff for like 2 turns. I'll get my draws off of it, because most times games are over by turn 3. even if I don't get battle phase, I just set up a big enough board that my opponent just looks at me like, well, I can't play.
So,
and it's been fine.
Yeah, no, and that can work, but I'm talking in the matchups where they know that they can compete in a war of attrition. Or if you get into a matchup against things like, let's say Floowandereeze, who you're banishing their stuff, cool, you're setting them up. Or you're playing again, because that's tough. Because that's taking out 50% of your deck. Because realistically, the runic cards need to be that much in order to see the advantage that you want to see. In the Plunder matchup, the reason why it works is you're able to deal with their spells and traps with things like Brawn, whereas in the Orcust matchup, there's less of them. There's just one, and it's the best boss monster in Yu-Gi-Oh! And Dingy Ding Ding, but that's still only 1 point of interaction. And like you can use the runic cards to like pop their spell cards, which is great, but you've got to see them and do them, and you have to be able to deal with a big-ass penguin going, And it's tough. I love the deck. And at the local level, you should absolutely be trouncing everyone with it, because they're just going to look at you like this. What? But, and like I said, in long format tournaments, in regionals and above, you're going to struggle because you're going to see more meta-relevant decks. Now, if you lose the first 2 rounds and you're like, I can still get it, you might be able to cheese out a lot of wins and maybe even make it to get a top cut that way, but it's going to be tough. You know what the funny thing is, and Eric is bringing up Orcust, I'm happy to talk about 2019 to early 2020, or late 2018 to early 2020 Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I'm super happy to talk about this. Like, I could talk Orcust format all day long. Orcust boards are actually incredibly simplistic. The combo lines are incredibly linear, and the ability to be able to set 3 cards, have Galatea, Field Spell, and Crescendo set, and like 3 cards in hand, and your opponent's just like, what? It's one of the most optimal boards, and it's incredibly strong. But also being able to do like these big wombo combos that Orcust decks were able and famous for doing, like Pendulum Orcust, which was a deck I played, or what's up, David? You see, yeah, no, it is, Orcust is fire. Orcust is the best deck in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. That's not true. Objectively, that's not true. It's my favorite deck, and I think it's the best deck, but it's objectively untrue. Have you... Okay, Eric, punish yourself. Go look up the DDD flowchart combo. Just go do that. Have fun with that 65-page document. The DDD flowchart is longer than the rulings for... What's the card? Last turn. Like, the ruling document for last turn is like 23 pages. And the DDD combo document is longer than that. That's disgusting. And people used to sell it. People used to sell it for like $10. Can you believe that? Yeah. It's forever long. It's great. You know what card needs to come back? Like, I want to talk what cards could come back and not change the format at all. Christian, I think you're going to like this one, too.
Oh, no.
Meow Meow Mew.
Oh, 100% agree. That card can come back to 3 and it wouldn't matter.
The problem was Predaplay and Verte Anaconda. Which I said on Verte's release that it was a problem. Jacolo might be able to, like, better... Because Jacolo, I think, is the one that did the video. He did... how correct everyone was on the cards they got right, and on one of his ban list videos that he did, and I was the only person calling for Verte Anaconda, and what was it? Because I called for that one and the Union monster.
Union Carrier.
Whatever the light Link 2 was.
Yeah, Union Carrier. Okay, there we go. My mic is working. It was hella funny because the deck lost to Ash. Well, that's the thing is like people argued against Prank Kids Meow Meow coming back because the adventure engine made it not lose to Ash. So people cried about it, and it's really like not that bad of a deck.
No, it's a resource management fusion deck that's actually really, really cool, and I don't think it did anything wrong. It did win a YCS before Thunder Dragon, which I find hilarious. Yes, it was Union Carrier.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but I called for Union Carrier to get banned before literally everyone else. I was calling for Verte Anaconda to get banned before everybody else. The DDD flowchart is not a document. It's a full-on standard operating procedure. Failure to follow it will result in a write-up. You are 100% correct. Shade is just like sitting in his home studio just, yes, the write-ups must begin. No name water. It's good for your soul.
Hate the cat is still banned. Love me some Prank Kids. Dude, I've been a Prank Kids proponent since I joined the game back in like the end of 2019. I started playing Prank Kids before Meow Mew, and I'm like, dude, this deck is the most insane thing ever. Before I knew what a once per turn was.
Prank Kids is great. I think I think Meow Meow Mew got punished for Verte's and DPE's sins. I think with the banning of Verte, I think the deck is fine. Plus Scythe is banned, so it's not good. Just
right.
Meow Meow Mew could come back to 1, it wouldn't change anything. And we know that Orcust Harpora could come back because Master Duel has it at 3, and it's not competing.
It's about to be once I get the UR dust.
Like, I love the deck, and I will play it into the ground, and you'll see me playing it all the time. You'll see a lot of deck profiles on it. I have some really funny ones. Let me be fully like upfront and frank with you guys right now. I have some really funny ones. Some really funny ones. But it needs Harpora. Harpora is not good enough. Like, it's not good enough without Harp. I think it's stupid that Salamangreat and Guy Striker are basically just running around at full power right now. But Orcust is just like, nah, that one Harp just plays a melody that doesn't sit well with me. And I made the joke to Christian. Harpora is the new Elemental Hero Stratos.
But worse too.
I'm very like it's the new Stratos. Yeah, that's fair. Eric, everything you just said there is correct.
We're calling Prank Kids a technical deck?
It is technical.
I disagree. That is like one of the most linear decks I've ever seen in this game's history. It is so unbelievably linear. It's a good deck.
It has linear lines, but it overall does require good technical play, because if you do things out of order, or you manage your resources minutely improperly, your technical play on it is incredibly important, especially in grind games, because that's where the deck struggles the most. So your technical play is the most important.
The only part where I would consider there being any technical play is just choosing when to use Battle Butler. Otherwise, it's normal summon kid, special summon kid from deck, make Dodo, summon another kid from deck, add the Poly, and just fusion. It's build Battle Butler Turbo. That's the easiest thing ever to do.
I mean, yes, there are, like I said, there's simple lines in it, but Curious the Lightsworn Dominion needed to die. That card needs to be gone. Wait, I think like knowing chain blocks, resource management, etc. That's, yeah, I just made that argument. He disagrees. That's okay. Christian and I don't agree on everything. Actually, Christian and I don't agree on almost anything. Be quiet. Go away. No.
I was gonna say I played Prank Kids in like various degrees, all the way from jank to competitive styles. That deck was, like I said, like the simplest thing. I got to a point with that deck where I built an Isolde combo in that deck that turboed out 3 hero kids from deck. Like, it's not a hard deck at all. And then I bricked on all 3 hero kids one of those games too.
Curious the Lightsworn Dominion cannot come back. A free dump, a mandatory mill 3, no. It's too good.
Yeah, no, it will never return ever.
I'm right here, Mom. Oh, what are you?
For the same reason that, like, could you imagine full power tier limit with a Curious the Lightsworn Dominion?
I'm into you right now.
Oh God.
Like,
Wait.
that would have been a nightmare.
Did you say full power tier?
Full power tier, but add Curious the Lightsworn Dominion to it.
Is your bedroom?
They did have it for a minute, didn't they?
No, full power. It was banned before Mama.
Oh, it was just before the Ishizu stuff. Okay, that's
Oh,
fair.
if the World Chalice Justicar is banned because of Dragon Link.
Is that really why it was? I thought there was like other decks that used it.
Justicar was abused the most in Dragon Link. Dragon Link has gotten more cards, like, hit than any other deck, and the fact that it's still running around at, like, 5 years later, basically at full power, is annoying as hell.
Oh, the baby.
Oh, I guess I could see how they were using it because they would like summon what, like Guard Dragon from deck and add World Legacy Succession to hand.
Alright, yep. And then be able to do it off of Draco Net, of all cards.
See, like, I don't even think that's that broken today, though.
The fact that it's
Like-
basically a one-card combo that leads to, like, everything is a pain in the neck.
Well, see, I don't know because there's just Dragon Link doesn't have as many tools as it used to now. I mean, it's still strong. It's still got a lot going on. Don't get me wrong. Dragon is the biggest pool for monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh, but
Correct. That's the problem, is that it's
I'm not
so
saying-
abusable. And
I'm not saying it should be unbanned, but it also wouldn't be like the strongest thing in the game if it were.
I think it's a little too strong to come back currently. I'm sure soon it's going to be fine, but right now I think it's a little too strong. Full power Tirishizu with Mystic Mind, nasty. Look, full power tier, I think Tirishizu was one of the most fun decks I've ever played. It is very complicated. I do not think that is a luck-based deck at all. I think it is completely skill-based. It is one of the most intuitive decks I've ever had the fortune of playing. I think it's super fun.
But Tier isn't at full power right now. Would Curiously be broken? Absolutely. Curious was broken before Tier. Dude, I was playing scrap decks where I would go Curious, send like whatever floodgate you want. Like when IO was legal, I'd send the one copy of IO to grave, and then I'd use one more monster to link in a Nightmare Griffin, discard a card, reset the IO, so now I have double floodgates off of that one card. That was only a thing because of Curious. Otherwise, I never would have seen IO or even played it.
Yeah. But
Now
Tirishi...
you can just deal with anti-spell or whatever floodgate you want. D-barrier is one of them too. God. Anyways, continue.
No, you're good. So Tirishizu, like full power Tirishizu with Curious would have been dumb. Full power Tirishizu with Mystic Mine would have just been full power Tirishizu because they played things, like you play things to deal with Mystic Mine in the deck inherently. So, not a big deal.
I think with Mystic Mine though, because a lot of those Tirishizu lists, they were only running like Galaxy Cyclone. But if Mystic Mine's already active, and if you're under it, and you can't mill to get to that Galaxy Cyclone, you're screwed.
Yeah. But that's not the only card that they played. Like, so, and it would not have been if it was, in the format, but thankfully it wasn't. Those are just, that's my takes on those. And with Tier will never be back at full power, I don't think. I don't think it'll be for a long time. I think it'd be really funny if they brought everything back to 3 again. Really do.
No, I want to actually play in the meta for once.
I think Tirishizu, I think, is a great mirror match to teach people, like, how crazy the game can get.
I'm just so
And
bored of seeing the deck.
You haven't seen it in months.
It's
been banned
it's
forever.
more I've been seeing it. Have you not been paying attention, dude? Everyone's still like, it's not, well, not everyone. There is still so much tier copium around though. For God's sakes, the OCG has one of every name, including tier cash, and they're still playing the goddamn deck.
Yeah, well, that's different. Like, that's fine. Right now, based on how the format is evolving, I think it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to see how the new format evolves. I just
Redux is going to be the last one released. Just to answer that question, Redux is the last of the Dragon Rulers to come back.
You said which one would you rather see back though? Not which one do you think would be back?
Not Redux. Redux should be the last one off the list.
Okay.
Like, Dragon Link with the Dragon Rulers sounds like a nightmare. And I'm waiting for the list to happen. I really am. I'm genuinely waiting for that list to happen. Because Super Rejuve is at 3. Could you imagine the Dragon Link players getting access to the Dragon Ruler stuff? Like, that sounds like a nightmare, but I also kind of want to see it, just like...
See, I actually don't think the Dragon Link would play it. I really don't.
I think they would. Because it gets free material in the graveyard. You get a level 7 that you could search. You get a Monster Reborn. You get burn damage for time. You get a bunch of level 7s that you can put out, you know, level 11 Synchros, make a Psychic End Punisher for haha funny moments. You can do so many things. There's so many options in the deck. It's actually kind of crazy, and I think it would make perfect sense. Yeah, and that's probably fair. But we're getting the Horus stuff, what, in like 2 weeks?
It's like closer to 3, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, Age of Overlord isn't till like later in the month.
Later in October?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be like straight up at the event. I think it comes out on the 19th or the 20th.
I just looked it up on my last stream too. Here, I'm looking it up again.
Is it the 20th or the 21st?
It's the 20th. OTS launch is the 18th. Launch date is the 20th.
Meaning it's legal for the YCS that I'm going to. I won't be able to get them in time.
Oh no.
Probably. I think the horror stuff is cool. Yeah, this format's pretty wild though. Like, there's so many good decks too. Like, I think Unchained and Floowandereeze, and I think we're gonna see a lot of Unchained. I think Floowandereeze. I think we're gonna see some Chimera pop up too. Like, I'd be really surprised if we didn't see Chimera pop up.
I'd kind of be surprised by that too.
And I'm actually like contemplating taking Chimera Branded because I think it's a really solid deck.
I'm just waiting for my Diabell Star stuff at this point. Age of Overlord thoughts. The set is going to be insane. The set is going to reshape the whole current game, I think.
I don't know. I don't like pet format as a name for the format, just to be honest with you.
What's pet format?
Current one.
Oh, okay. Why are we calling it pet format?
I don't know.
Just because. Oh, it's probably because of Pearly and Unchained being like the dog and the cat. That's probably all it is.
Yeah, I need to pick up 3 copies of Santa Claus though if I'm gonna play this deck.
That's why I'm running Rescue Ace with Heat of the Fire Channeler, and I also have Dogoran and Lava Golem on the side. They're so funny. Let's see here. I need to go.
Pulling something
We're
up.
just gonna go for the sauce. We're gonna go for the sauce.
I can't believe this crashed on me.
Oh no.
No, you're good. It's all good. I just gotta.
Oh, your Omega crash? Is that what happened?
Yeah, it's annoying, but I'm just trying to get the list typed up.
That's fair enough. Oh, no, I did it again. Son of a. I hate Kinkabio. This card is driving me nuts.
Deck manager.
It's a pet format because you can play pretty much whatever you want and most likely do well as long as you side correctly. Disagree. I hard disagree on that.
I mean, it's
correct. You can play a
correct.
solid amount of decks, but not that many. Rescue Ace Hydrant shot up in price right into the stratosphere. Maybe I need to sell my copies. I am broke boy.
Rescue Ace might be the best
Dude.
control deck of the format. Said might.
See, and to me, it's more of a mid-range.
I mean, the entire point of the deck is to control the flow and the pace of the game until you're able to kill your opponent. Just because it can do so quickly and efficiently doesn't make it less of a control deck.
From $5 to 40. Hydrant's been at like 40 for like months. That's not.
Yeah, it's been a
good.
hot minute.
Yeah, Rescue or Hydrant hasn't been like $5 since the Amazing Defenders initially released.
Yeah, no, I agree with you that you can pretty much play anything in this format currently, but you also have to take into consideration like the best decks. So like a lot of the side deck choicing is incredibly necessary, and most of the side deck and main deck hate currently is just going straight to Unchained and what's the other one? There's another one. Not Floowandereeze you should prepare for because it's going to pop up whenever the hell it wants. But
Are you thinking purely?
Pearly. You have to be prepared for Pearly, but like in most instances, if you're preparing for one, you're going to prepare for the other.
Yeah. And okay. So there is a certain degree to which you can play anything. You can play anything in the tier 2 or above. If you're playing anything below a tier 2 deck, even with good siding, you're not topping. I don't think you're topping.
Now with that attitude, you quitter.
I'll take Runic Orcus, don't you make me. If I get a top with Runic Orcus, I don't even know. I'd be happy. There's no tier 1 deck that is unfair or so resilient that you cannot, with enough prep, be ready for. You can prep as much as you want. There are some decks that just can't beat the high tiers.
It's true.
There are some
Unfortunately.
like, if you take Kwakimeru to a tournament and top, I will pay you $500. I swear to God. If you play pure Kwakimeru and you top, I will pay you $500. I'm not saying that the tier 1 decks are unfair or that resilient. They're just strong. There's just a lot of decks that just can't play against them.
Go.
Oh, God, I'm so fucking sick of Brandon. Get out of here.
Why are you mad at Brandon? What did Brandon do?
Because Brandon Fusion is at 1 on Master Duel, and they still draw it every fucking game. Every game.
Just draw the out, bro. Forehead.
How am I supposed to do that when I'm going second? What's the out to like 4 Fusion monsters when I'm playing Lyrilisk? Hate scan, dog.
My recommended
What's your
side deck options for this format. I really recommend. It depends on what you're playing. So what deck are you playing? Because then I can answer that question more like correctly.
Yeah, no, you don't just think about what your opponents are on. You think about what can fit into your deck too. All right, Pat, I'm playing Rock Stun.
Dude,
No.
Do it.
No. If you send me something about playing Rock Stun, I don't care if you send it to Patrick. If I see anything about that on one of my streams, I am banning you. I swear to God, dog. Ain't no way. You are not taking Rock Stun to an event.
you are not
Take
banning
the locals
Santana.
all you want, but
You are not banning David.
an empty threat, Patrick. They don't have to know that. I don't ban anybody. I banned Jacolo for 5 seconds as a joke. That was it. That's the only time I will ever do that. If it's not branded Fusion every game, it's Flu Opening Shifter every game. True, and Shifter is a 2, which is also annoying. But I'm talking like I'll see 60 card branded decks that still open branded Fusion. It's redonkulous. Sword Soul? Oh, you're playing Sword Soul? Okay. I mean, I feel like you probably want like D-Barrier and Cross out on your side because otherwise you just die.
Activate trigger effect. We go.
That's like your only counterplay for D-Barrier too.
Add.
Kind of sucks. As
Summon.
I don't know Sword Soul that well though, so I can't really attest to that much.
And rip. Jesus Christ. Dude, this deck is actually crazy.
Oh,
Hold on. Add Cornfield Codal hand.
Ass blast him. Sorry, buddy.
Yes.
I got the called by. You're talking to the guy who took Fortune Lady's spellbooks to events in 2013. Do not test feed. That sounds like a more functioning deck, and you're not literally just telling your opponents no. SV is Jowgen, I suppose, but that's still better than just like normal summon Pachycephalo, equip Moon Mirror Shield.
I get to add a Chimera Fusion.
We'll do this. We'll do this. Runic Gem Knight, JK. No. Y'all get out of here with the Gem Knights. I swear to God. This isn't even my stream. Why are y'all harassing me right now?
Hey, I love Gem Knights. I think they're great.
You are the only one.
Gem Knights are
Allergic
amazing. What else do I have in grave?
Gem Knights are the
Opening
most
protection
cringe
and-
creation for man.
Dude, this deck is actually fire. Hold on. So go to the stop. Go to the end phase. So in end phase, the first thing I get to do is set a speller trap for my deck. And
Visa
we're gonna set branded banishment because I activated card or effect. Yeah.
I am just
Oh,
top
okay.
decking nice today. Hello. Oh no, what does he have? Called by? What are you called buying? Please don't be my acro. Oh, Lightheart? That's fine. Called by my Lightheart all you want, bro. Why is Ice Barrier getting support? Because it's a bad deck and Konami loves giving bad decks attention. Especially ones that do not deserve it. I think they just realized how bad their structure deck sales were and they're just like, ah, we need to sell that. And it still won't sell. What is that? It's a ninja deck? Okay. Okay, well then I need to Raigeki this. I can't risk it.
Oh. Well, that was a mistake. It's fine. We do this.
Uh-oh.
Well, and then now I just get to be a jerkbag.
Is that why Sky Striker keeps getting support? Exactly. Except Sky Striker doesn't have a structure deck, sadly, so... Well, not sadly. I'm glad that deck doesn't have a structure deck, but you know what I mean. Okay, so I need to revive Balone.
Yeah, this deck is actually crazy. Like, I can't even make rank 4s at this point, which is kind of funny.
Oh my god.
I'm playing a
what
branded
deck
deck.
are you messing with?
Branded.
You're playing a non-branded fusion version?
Oh no, I'm playing branded fusion.
God damn it.
I'm just in a position where I don't even, like, if I had it, I don't think I'd use it.
Hey, Dad.
See, and that's the type of branded I want to see, is ones that just don't care about branded fusion. I want to see Synchro branded, dog.
I'm not playing
wanna
Synchro
see
branded. No, I'm a fool, not an idiot. I mean, I have game on board. This is just game. That's silly as hell.
Oh no, what does he book here? No, not the Astra. Why did you have to book the Astra? Dog. What archetype do you guys think deserves the structure deck with the support? Scraps.
Metaphys.
Not biased at all. It's Scraps.
Scrap has had its time in the sun. It had a structure deck, or structure decks where it had
No.
cards. And a structure deck
It
where it
is-
had cards. Shush. It got
There
cards
was
in structure decks. It doesn't matter.
one
Metaphys-
Machina structure deck in like 2005 that had Scrap Recycler before Scrap was even an archetype.
Metaphys,
Don't you dare with me right
Metaphys
now.
needs it.
No, it does not. Doesn't Metaphys have a structure deck? I could
Nope.
have swore there's a Metaphys structure deck.
Absolutely not.
Nah, no, you're capping right now. You're capping. Hold on. Okay, so it's not a Metaphys structure deck. If it got a structure deck, nobody would play it. At least Scraps have tools that can already play. It just needs like 2 cards. 1 to 2 cards.
Metaphys have some of the strongest, most insane effects you've ever heard.
They have good payoffs, but no setup.
They have Ragnarok, they have Acid Metaphys, they have a draw engine, they have a dumping engine. The deck's insane. What
How
they
many
need
of
is
those engines are not actually Metaphys engines? Because I know you play Dangers. I know that that's your draw engine.
no, Acid Metaphys is a non-hard once per turn draw engine.
Still, I don't think drawing is what that deck needs. I don't
No,
think
what it
that's
needs
the
is a
issue.
scale 9 that allows you to pendulum summon banished cards and treat it as though it was summoned by a monster effect. So all it needs is scale 9 that lets you pendulum summon banished monsters
Okay.
that are treated as though they were summoned by a Metaphys monster effect.
If you are letting them pendulum summon banished monsters, it needs the restriction only Metaphys monsters.
Yeah.
I am prefacing that right now.
Sure.
Okay. Because I would not agree to that in any other form of the matter.
I need to fix this. I need to cut.
I would actually like to see Bujin. Bujin do need help. Bujin do very much need help.
I think the dangers are cuttable. I just fixed Metaphys. It's exactly 40 cards.
Nice.
And it's beautiful. Because I can mill out my opponent and then trigger a whole bunch of effects, and it's hilarious. Okay. I don't have much longer that I can actually sit up here and hang out. Oh, you know what?
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Gold Sark. It's a one of, but it's a good one of.
That is a pretty solid one.
I think I just cut a Lubellion for that. There we go. Perfect. So Bujin is weird. Bujin as a structure deck would be neat, actually. Here, why don't we name? Let's do a top five decks that need a new structure deck. So let's go. I agree. I actually do agree that Scrap probably needs one, because they've gotten a bunch of new support, but I feel like they're like 3 cards away from being a meta threat.
I mean, fair enough.
That's where I think they're at. I think they're missing like a few pieces, and I don't know what those pieces are off the top of my head, but it needs something.
Scraps need something that can allow them to destroy a scrap monster from deck. That would solve the deck's whole problems. It doesn't need to do anything else. Literally just that, and the deck would be fine.
You know what else needs? This deck just needs new support. I don't think it needs a whole structure deck, but I think it needs support, and that's Dino Mist.
I could get behind that.
It specifically needs a Link monster or two.
It needs something for the extra deck. I will agree with that. Dynamist has nothing, especially without Electromite. The deck just can't do anything.
Right. So I think that's a deck that
It
can
has
use some
cool
support.
Electromite synergy though. It has cool Electromite synergy with the continuous, but that's about it.
But Metaphys needs either a structure deck or B, some just new support cards that allow it to do things like pendulum summoning Metaphys monsters that are banished and treat it as though they were summoned by a monster effect. That would be insane. It'd make the deck actually viable going first or second. It would give you lines of play that would make your opponent go, what? And it's a banished deck that would be really, really fun, but it would also be kind of difficult to pilot. I think that deck would be super fun, though. Another deck that could probably use a structure deck, or at least some support, like, no, Crusadia and Orcust have enough. They were either A, a tier 1 meta threat, or B, a rogue deck that's so good at one-punching people in the face that people were just like, I should probably prepare for this a bit. Trying to go through the archive. Ojama could honestly use a structured deck. Ojama would be a dope one.
Oh my god, that would be so funny. I would buy 3 so quick. Just because Ojamas are such a cheeky deck. Oh my god, I'm about to get Exodia FTK'd.
Let's go Exodia FTK!
It's a royal match. It's just the deep draw. Oh my god. I'm gonna be here a minute. I'm gonna let him play it out though.
What?
Because there's a chance that he messes up. Dude, I seriously can't find my water bottle.
Stop
I don't know what
yelling at
happened.
me.
It just disappeared. Why did the game? Oh, he
That's
upped.
not how you ask.
Please.
Give me a second, I'll be right there.
There's library number 1. Oh god.
Did I forget something? No.
Probably.
Necrophase, a Gold Sark, a Lublion.
Oh wait, what? Oh, I'm doing Dark World dealings. Guess I don't need this card. It's fine.
Did you just stop paying attention? What happened?
Yeah, I was looking at chat for a second. I'm just letting this guy play. I just look over to like discard a card. I'm like, what the fuck? And I see that Dark World dealings on the screen. I'm like, oh okay.
Oh.
Golden Bamboo Sword time. Hooray.
Save it. There we go. Did it. Built the deck. Is it funny? Yes. Is it hilarious? Also yes. We save that. That's way better. It's probably more consistent too. So yeah, but Crusadia and Orcus don't need structure decks. Bujin could probably use one. What's another deck that really could use some new support? Trap Trick's got it.
Yeah. But ironically, I think Punk could use a little more. It's a decent deck as it is, but most times it's just used as an engine. It's hard to play it as its own deck.
Psychic End Punisher Turbo is really strong, believe it or not.
It's fairly strong, but like if you're not playing almost exactly like Punk Gold Pride or using Punk as an engine in another deck to like spam the field with bodies and rank 8s, then you're just like not playing Punk to the strongest potential. If you try to just play pure Punk, it usually doesn't go very well.
I mean, we built it, it worked fine. It's really difficult to deal with a Psychic End Punisher and 5 cards in hand. You just build it to like 20 Punk cards, 20 hand traps, good luck.
You guys take it to an event or just locals?
I don't know if he took it to an event or not, but I mean,
I don't think you guys did.
It was during full power tier, and it gave tier a hard time.
Really?
Yeah. I know. I was on the receiving end of it a lot.
Okay.
It's actually pretty competent. And because it ends on 1 monster, some of the biggest things that dealt with tier, it couldn't deal with. Like, you couldn't deal with it because decks were playing things like Lava Golem. Decks were playing things like Sphere Mode to deal with all the monsters that were on board. And a single Psychic End Punisher just standing there flipping you off and going, ha, I drank your coffee. And you're like, I got nothing for this.
See, I don't think that's as threatening now though, because people are prepared for purely.
Yes.
So you just die to all the same stuff as
except
Noir does.
Pearly has a bigger engine and doesn't play as many non-engine cards.
Well, yeah, but they also get to draw like 4 to 6 cards in like the right hands.
So does Punk. Except
Punk,
in the
you
bad
draw
hands,
2.
you draw 2, you search, what, 4?
I mean, yeah.
You summon from deck at least once, probably more than that. You search off of, let's go through it real fast just for fun. If you start with Ogre Dance, you go Ogre Dance, then you get Zeaman, search Foxy Tune, dump with something else to get. Right, so you go Ogre Dance, so 1, then 2, 3. That brings you to your 4th. You activate your field spell. You can use your field spell to summon one from hand or whatever. You can synchro 8, summon 2 more. It like what? Because you'd go whatever. Shark's Eye. You go through a lot of cards. Like the standard line
Droll
for
Lockbird would like to enter your chat.
okay, Droll and Lockbird isn't seeing play this format because it's not good this format.
It's still in this people's side decks. People haven't gotten rid of it. It deals with Manadium. It deals with the stray Dark World players here and there. There are matchups where Droll is still playable, so people haven't taken it entirely out.
So
of
are we
their side
talking?
decks
Okay,
yet.
are we talking locals or are we talking like high level YCS and like regional play?
Any of them?
Yeah, it's not seeing play at high level YCS or regional decks. Like in the top cuts, it's not seeing a lot of play.
Give it a little time. This format isn't solved yet. It's still brand new, especially
Right.
with Agov on the way. Once Agov hits, I think it's a bit more relevant.
Agreed. I don't disagree with that. But currently, based on right now, it's not as strong. It's just not as good.
I'm just saying, like, there's too much like drive-by counters that you already have to deal with. You also died a D barrier, which is a very common card right now.
Yes, D-Barrier is a very common card. In specifically like 3 decks. And that would be what? Labyrinth, Rescue Ace, and what's the other one? Drawing a blank.
Any deck can just throw it in their side deck and not care.
Yeah, but most decks aren't siding it because it's not impactful enough if you're going second.
Yeah, that only takes up like 1 slot, especially because a lot of these decks, the thing is, a lot of those higher end meta decks, they're running Thrust. So you only need to run 1 copy of D-Barrier. That's like negligible space for most of them.
Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with it. I'm saying that from the lists I'm seeing, and I'm looking at everything that I can.
I did it.
Good job. The lists I'm seeing and everything that I've seen, it's not seeing a lot of play.
I'm gonna take her heartbeat.
And I mean, I use analytics to base my decision, to try and build my decision making.
What does this
What?
say?
Words.
Words. And what does it say that says?
I don't know. I'll look later.
That's mine.
Put it back.
Yeah.
Go put it back.
I found it
Go put it back, please.
on my dresser. I found it
Go. Just go do what I asked. No, off. No.
on my off camera.
Don't be on camera. Go.
Okay.
What am I looking at?
Daddy, can they have my makeup? I promise I won't do it.
Don't put it on yet. But yeah, you can have it. All right.
This game just went normal Mad Dog of Darkness, equipped Sword of Deep-Seated, and Lucky Iron Axe. What the hell?
I'm not on camera.
Your hand is stop.
And then,
Okay. Well, I'm going to actually start hopping off here because I've got my girls. I'm going to go hang out with them and do stuff with my kids.
Okay.
But this has been interesting. I like having the conversations. This was just nice to be able to chat for a little bit. And kind of like reset because I still don't know what I want to play this format. Like, I have no idea. I'm thinking I'm going to do this branded Chimera list because I think it looks super fun. And what did I say?
not to get on camera.
Get out.
I'm not gonna do
Fair
it
Out.
again.
I think
Well,
I'm going to play because I
ideally-
love branded, and
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to be competent enough with Unchained quickly enough to make it a viable option for me.
I'm not getting on camera, Dad.
Well,
Plus-
ideally, I also plan on I do plan on switching back to Rescue
Not getting on
Ace
camera,
once
Dad.
Agov comes out. But until then,
I'm playing
Manadium looks fun as heck, too.
and it's spinning around.
Visa's...
yeah,
I think-
it's interesting.
I think Manadium is going to be the one that gets the structure deck.
And I'm
Or
playing
Visa
with
Starfrost
Dad.
itself is going to get one. I don't know how it's going to work. But, like, there's going to be a Visa Starfrost structure deck. I just don't know when it's coming. Because it's
I
too
mean,
reminiscent.
maybe.
It's too reminiscent of Branded.
Whoa.
I guess so. Oh, did I misplay here? You know, I think I'm gonna be funny and steal this guy's Mad Dog of Darkness because it's hilarious.
What's in this?
Mm-hmm. Go. Please.
And my Daddy, what do you think?
I love it, Lila. Okay, I'll be right out. All right, guys. Well, lads, I'm glad you guys stopped in. It was a longer stream than I normally do. It was 2 hours, so that's a little longer for me. I've got a couple of things I've got to do around my house today, so just, make sure to stay tuned. I'm back. All the videos, I had like, one or two videos that were like set up to go out, and then the ban list dropped, and it ruined everything, and I didn't want to give you guys like old, incomplete videos, so now that I have an idea, expect some deck profiles in the coming days, expect some more content in the coming days. I can't wait to share with you guys all the shenanigans and silliness that I'm working on and that I'm working on with the team, including people like David, who's in chat right now, so say hi, David. We're prepping for the YCS in Indy that is coming out with Age of Overlord, so of course it is. So if you're at the Indy Regional, or the Indy YCS, the Indy YCS in October, come say hey. I'm really easy to spot in a crowd. I am very, very tall, and I'm mostly bald. So, yeah, I'll be there with a group of people. Just come up and say hey. Like, it's all good. I don't care. But thank you guys so much for checking in on today's stream. We were dead, and then we came alive at the end there. Oh, Guy Dude, I'm sorry. I didn't answer your question. Hold on. I just saw that you answered. My bad, dude. My bad, dog. You're playing Sword Soul? For Sword Soul, I would recommend probably, like, good non-targeting. So some of the things you need is some removal options. You can't play cards like TC Boo, but what you can play is Gozen Match. Right? No. You can play Rivalry. And that doesn't work against Unchained, so don't play that. I would play, like, Ice Dragon's Prison's pretty good. I found that out playing against certain decks. It's actually pretty decent. Compulsory Evacuation Device can be real annoying to deal with, and other bouncing effects. The books are obviously really good, so just it's trial and by fire. I don't know enough about Sword Soul, like the intricate plays of Sword Soul, to know what's a good side option for it, but it is super good. You could also look into things like Druis Worm as good removal options. So, but yeah, that's gonna do it for today's stream. Again, thanks for checking it out, and from all of us here at Fusion YGO, including Christian, until next time, lads, good fun.